What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to preview round 21 of the 2024 NRL season, guys. It's the business end. We got some absolute crackers this weekend too, which could determine top 8 spots, top 4 spots, all that sort of stuff. So I'm pumped, and we have a full 8 games. I might grab myself a nice bottle of whiskey. In fact, I might grab 2. Just sip on them all weekend, man. Hell yeah. Nice bottle of Jameson, a couple bottles of Jameson maybe. Ooh. Best cheap liquor ever, man. Jameson. I love that stuff. All right, guys. Drop in the comments as always, guys. Your 8. Who's winning all these games? Warriors, Tigers, Eels, Storm, Broncos, Bulldogs, Cowboys, Sharks, Roosters, Sea Eagles, Dragons, Panthers, Dolphins, Titans. Goddamn. Raiders versus the Rabbitohs. Whew, I'm used to all these short rounds. It's crazy having a full round. How good. Alright, guys, if you're not already, we're getting real close to 7k, guys. Make sure you shoot us a sub, shoot us a like, do all that stuff. I had a few people, we had a pretty good weekend, and they're like, can we donate money or something? I'm like, no, just follow, sub, like. If I win you some cash, spend it on yourself, lad. Spend it on the missus. Get that thang polished. Get that hock tour. Get that thang polished, man. All right, guys, now I'm going to do this a little bit different. Normally I go through the games and do my punts over at the end of each one. However, I just want to get them out of the way early and just talk about the footy. I've only got them for the first 2 games, guys, and these are on Dabble as well, guys. Make sure you shoot us a follow on Dabble. It is MonsterSnag. We had a pretty good weekend last weekend. I'll put a couple of the not necessarily the wins, but how many people have been copying them. So we got about 2,500 copies last week. That's 2,500 people that won money off Dabble. I'm a little nervous. Hopefully Dabble's cool. They're not banning my account, but jump on this thing while it's laughter, man. Jump on this thing while it's going, So it is MonsterSnag, guys, or you can use Snag when you join, or use the link in the description there, guys. That'll automatically follow me once you join, and then you just click copy if you want to copy. But yeah, it was fun. A few of the boys were saying, like, my most commented thing on like TikTok and on here was, man, writing out the $2 punts on Dabble was like the funnest weekends. It's because like they're usually pretty tight, and it's just fun chatting in there. There's a chat feature, and it's pretty fun riding them out, man. It's like you think it's dead, then it's back, and then we get a try. Everyone's cheering, and it is pretty cool, man. So yeah, absolutely love that one, man. And it was actually pretty cool because I missed one of the games on the weekend. I watched a replay of it, but and I was checking the chat to see what was going on. I'm like, what's going on, boys? Are we on? We on? It was really cool, man. So yeah, shoot us a follow on there, guys. Now I'll just do my punts for the first 2. Now, and the reason why I wanted to do it early as well is I just want to explain these are the 2 I'm probably least certain with over the weekend, just because, as you can see, they're big firm favourites. Now, actually, when you're looking for $2 picks, you don't want these sort of games because the odds are so short with everything happening, because we sort of know what's going to happen. You want games like, even that's a bit short, like this. This is perfect. This will be an easy game because it's going to be tit for tat. Odds are going to be nice on things like Manly's just scoring 12 points, Roosters scoring 12 points, stuff like that. Whereas with these games, if you want to get Storm to score 20 points is paying nothing, if you get what I'm saying. So these games I don't really like. They're the worst for these safer bets. They're actually the worst for punt in general, because guys like Pappenhausen are paying like $1.40 and stuff. We saw when Roosters were going on that massive tear, Dom Young's paying $1.30 to score a try. Like, it's just, there's no value in them. So because these games are really firm favourites, these are the 2 I'm praying just in this first Thursday. Well, they're both Friday night games, are they? Yeah, both Friday night games. I'm praying we can at least hit one of these first 2. I'm really nervous about going 0-2, but I'm very confident about that we can get some money out of the rest of these games, guys. Like, this one's perfect. We're hitting here. We're going to hit here. This will be tough, but we're going to hit here. We're going to hit, yeah. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that one, because yeah, we've had to chuck extra legs in, all this sort of stuff, just to get any sort of value for the first 2 games. All right, first one, Tigers versus the Warriors. So we've got over 38.5 points, guys. So Tigers last 5 games have averaging 64 points, guys. So that should go over. Warriors over 20 points. Tigers leaking 40 points, so that should be okay. West over 10.5. Now they have been scoring, and Warriors have been leaking 30 as well. So, and then even match totals. So the 4 legs to get $2 is rough. It's rough, guys. And the next one, guys, Storm Parramatta. This was even rougher. But Parramatta over 8.5 points. They've been scoring. They've lost 5 in a row, but they've still been scoring, I think, 16 odd points. And we saw with the Storm game, like obviously they tightened the ship with the Warriors game, but even like the Tigers and the Dolphins and Warriors, they're still scoring plenty of points. They really tightened up for this Roosters game. So I think Warriors will sneak Parramatta can sneak a couple tries in and hit that one. So Melbourne over 25.5 points. They've been hitting that easily. Over 42.5 points. And Melbourne first 26 and even match totals, guys. So a lot of legs for $2, but if everything goes to script, it should be fine. It's just like I said, I just wanted to throw that caution. Don't think if we go 0-2 for the weekend, I'm pretty confident we can nail these next 6. But yeah, I was like, why are the 2 hardest games to get value out of the first 2 games? I was like, come on, But anyway, that's the way it goes. All right, guys, we'll have a quick look at the ladder. So, Storm flying high. I saw on bad news for the Broncos. Apparently, they aren't resting players for that final game of the round 2. So Broncos are going to have to really do it the hard way to make the top 8. Sharkies up in the 3rd, Roosters down here. We've sort of already gone through this, guys. So have a little look-see, but we'll refer back to it as our picks go. Yeah, Warriors versus the Tigers. Now, to me, Tigers have sort of pretty much given up. We just saw Bateman's just gone back to England and Stefano's probably going to leave by the time this video comes out. It's sort of they're going full rebuild by the looks of it, and Warriors have to win. Like, they're pretty much only a mathematical chance of winning now, 1 from their last 5, as are the Tigers. So I really do see Warriors digging in. I love Roger Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback. It's his best position. I think Webby might have dropped the ball a little bit with not putting him there. Like when he came in was it halfway through the last game? He looked so nice there, man. He's a fullback. I love the loyalty of CNK. Like he helped them get them to a semi-final, but I do think in captain hindsight, 21 rounds in, I think the Warriors are higher on the ladder if Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is their fullback. But yeah, I think they're going to bounce back in this one, guys. It's still a very good team. And look at this front row: AFB, Egan, Barnett, Nakora, Catewell, Dylan Walker. This is still a very good team. Oh, Isaiah Papali'i's back. I'm getting ready for sharpening up for Penrith next year. How good? Safford Toa's back. Look, I think the Tigers can get some points, but. Yeah, they've given up playing defence. I don't think there'll be any defence played by the Tigers. I'm just hoping the Warriors don't play a ton of it either, so we get some points, and you guys can get some try scorers. So what do we got last 5? So, geez, there's not much to look at here, is there? 7 from 18, 4 from 18. Completion rates 81 and 78. Points scored, points conceded 22. Points scored 20. That's just crazy. And Tigers have been scoring quite above that in the last 5 games, but still way down. We'll have a look at the quick breakdown, guys. Have a look for your try scorers and stuff. Like I said, I'm only doing my double ups this weekend, guys, but here's your try scorers if you want to have a quick look. You got your Dallins, you got your Cossies, you got your AFB's probably good value through the middle, just quietly. Tigers have stopped playing defense. Aiden loves a try straight through the middle there. If we have a look at Tigers, I'm pretty sure they concede plenty of tries through the middle. Tigers, where are you? There we are. 21% through the middle. That's not ridiculous, but it's pretty high. If you're over 20% through the middle, it's a bit rough. And obviously conceding 42% on the right-hand side there. Where are the Warriors still scoring on the right? Where are they? There they are. Yeah, 41% on the right. Not a crazy disparity, but overs, unders, guys, you're looking at the totals. Total line's about 48. That looks about right to me. Hopefully this is the score. Obviously not uneven like this, but for our bet, I think that would be nice to get. Yeah, hopefully the Tigers score a couple. yeah, hopefully the Tigers score a couple, Warriors score about 5, and we're home. No, that's bet done. Done. We're good. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. But yeah, huge game for the Wars. Like this is it's all like, oh no, sorry, we've got a stat attack still. Huge game for the Warriors, seriously. Warriors have won their last 6 games against the West Tigers. West Tigers have not won in New Zealand since 2018. Warriors have lost 5 of their past 6 games against teams sitting outside the 8. That is alarming. Abby Coruscant is 80% winning, has an 80% winning record against the Warriors. Pretty sure that would have been with Penrith, but probably 100% record with Penrith. It's so crazy the Panthers players' numbers when they, like, I'm pretty sure how many, we'll get to it, but Stephen Crichton has like only lost like 14 games in his whole career, and I'm pretty sure they've lost close to 10. Like he's almost like it's getting close, like 1 year, and they're going pretty good, like the Doggies. It's nuts, some of those Penrith boys' records. DWZ scored 13 tries in 14 games at Go Media. Go Dallin, he's good for one, I reckon. Eels versus the Storms. Like I said, guys, I think Storms will run up some points here, but I'm hoping they leak a few as well for the try scorers too. It looks like they're just having fun with it at the moment and only really locking down on defence when they have to. They've been playing more of that shootout style of footy, and look at that. Cam Munster, the Munster is back. How massive does Dory look in this? Ew, massive. Bro's like, man, get it. He probably got that angle. He's like, tip it up, get an angle, make me shoulders look bigger. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like Lussick's getting a run. Joel Frangowie, who's starting front row? Wiramu Greg's getting a start. But I was really impressed with Melbourne last week. Like Melbourne became a genuine threat for me last week, and with Cam, just sprinkle Cam Munster back in on top of that. Wow, Para in trouble. But yeah, like I said, I think I called this about 2 weeks ago. Parramatta have given up. Like, you're going to get probably some pretty good individual performances. Like, it's Gutho's 200th. He's going to go skits. I think we'll see, like, Dylan Brown do his thing. Even RCG's been playing pretty good. People keep saying, oh, he's not at his best. I think he's been really good. He just hasn't had much help. Not his best, but, like, he's been pretty good. But yeah, I think don't have to be a rocket scientist to think that the Melbourne Storm win this one and win well. How have they played? Wow, 48-16, 16-4 last 2 games. 5 and 5. Wow, so Para 5 losses on the trot. Storm 5 wins on the trot. 4 from 17, 14 from 17. 27 and 19 for Storm, 20 and 29 for the Eels. Not good. It is at CommBank, so I reckon they actually stand up and play okay. But yeah, I wouldn't be tipping an upset in this one, guys. All right, so try scorers, guys. Clint Gutherson, 33%. I like Clint for one, just in his 200th, guys. He does trouble the Storm from memory. Eels market odds, $6.20, 6% edge. Jesus. Plus 16.5, 7% edge. I don't know about that. Normally, I would be like, yeah, hell yeah, Parramatta with a head start could easily get this game because, Parramatta are that team that, lose games and to sort of lower teams and then pump good ones. But yeah, I think it's a little bit past Para at this point in time. So yeah, I think they might get cooked here. The Eels might get cooked. All right, so Eels are conceding plenty through the middle. So I'll be looking at Pappenhausen, guys. 25% through the middle is a lot. Either edge is fine too. Just pick your poison. But I like Paps through the middle. Where are the Storms? So left-hand side, dominant. So possibly Ball. But I really like Pappenhausen for a try in this one, guys. The 2 fullbacks, Pappenhausen and Clint, I really like for tries in this one, guys. Stat attacks, guys. Eels have won 3 of their past 4 games. Eels have won 3 of their 4 games against the Storm at CommBank Stadium. Storm have conceded 94 points in their past 2 games against the Eels. Clint plays 200th. Harry Grant has scored 6 tries in his last 4 games against the Eels. I don't mind him for one either. If you want a bit of value, if there's no value in the outside backs, Harry Grant, Pappenhausen, nice. Blaze Tungy scored 4 tries in 5 games at Combank Stadium. Up Blaze, you're in my super coach. Cut, sick lad. Storm to win. Broncos versus the Doggies. Now we have an interesting game that could be close. Now, we spoke about it earlier. Broncos looked substantially better with Reno back. One sec, guys. I need the energy. I need the energy for this one. And I think they look better again, even with Selwyn. Now, I don't like Selwyn on the wing. I said it before, I'll say it again. I wasn't nut riding Selwyn Cobbo as hard as everyone else was the previous 2 years when he was on the wing. Just because, like, Reece makes a lot of errors, but he always makes up for it most of the time. Whereas Selwyn, I felt a bit of a confidence play. He had a stinker, but I really, really like Selwyn. Like, I'm been such a fan with him at centre at the start of the year. I could not believe how good he was. So I actually prefer him in the centre. I'd probably go, I don't know if it's a left side, right side thing, but I would go Mariner on the wing, Cobbo to the centres. Maybe Dean Mariner seems to have a worse set of hands than Cobbo and Reece put together, so possibly they're just trying to keep Mariner away from the high ball. Selwyn's not horrific under the high ball. He is that bit of that confidence player. If he puts his first one down, you're sort of expecting them all to all go down. Reece makes a lot of errors, but they're more, he's trying to do too much, and when he does put down a high ball, it's more, you can tell he's thinking about what he's going to do before he even catches the ball, and he's sort of going to run before he's even caught it, stuff like that. So I don't know, like, what's going on there. I think their best back five is Selwyn at centre, Mariner on an edge, Staggs and Jesse Arthur's on the wing. But like, it still looks nice to me. Like, it looks very nice, and against a very strong back five as well. Connor Tracy, Carraz. We're going to have some crazy matchups here. Crichton, Sherry, Blake Wilson, Burton, Ezra Mann. This is going to be awesome. Where Broncos definitely have an advantage is right here, right in the middle, guys. Jensen on Curran, Billy Walters, far superior to Reed Marnie. Payne Haas versus, obviously has Sam Hughes' number a little bit. Now, this I found a little strange. I'm not sure what's going on here. Billy, probably have the wood on, Kobe Hetherington, but I'm not too sure what's going on here, guys. Now, Piakura's been named in the reserves. If anyone knows what's going on there, if you could drop it in the comments, that would be absolutely incredible. But I thought he had his best game this year. He looked really nice. I really like Hetherington coming off the bench as well. But he's high energy, high impact sort of guy. Maybe he's just not happy with some things. Like, I have not been impressed with Piakura for the year. I had huge hopes for him, and I haven't been overly impressed. But I know this sort of sounds crazy. I don't know if Ricky can play left side, but I like Piakura on the right edge. He's got a right hand carry, right hand step back infield, can shape out as well, and he'd be outside Reynolds will bring him into the game so much better. Like, Jordan Ricky's scored like 2 tries in his career, bro. Like, Jordan Ricky, I don't get the hype about. Like, where's his tries? Jordan Ricky career, 1 lost. 51%, that's pretty poor. Like, 17 line breaks in 5 years. It's pretty low. I mean, his tackle efficiency is great, but where's his tries? Offloads. I can't see his. I tried 17. Oh, it's actually much higher than I thought. I reckon about 6 or 7 of them would have been last year. But yeah, I don't know. I think, like I always hear, Ricky's got the best kick chase in the game. Number 1, no, he doesn't. This dude right here does. Number 2, he's not number 2 either. Zach Lomax is that one. And then we've got guys like Liam Martin as well. And if your kick chase is your best, like what you're known for, so I don't know. I actually thought when Ricky went down last year for about 5 weeks and Piakura came in, I was like, Ricky might not get his spot back, but he got it back. But yeah, I think Piakura's been down a little bit just because Reynolds has been out, and I think he's on his wrong side. I really do think he's more of a right edge player, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, the bench as well, heavily favoured. This is what I don't get too, though. You've got 3 hookers in your team. Like Piakura has to come in. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. But anyway. And this Moser dude, he's not like that good. Like, I think he's the next big thing, but he's not a big thing right now. Like, he's a inexperienced mid-level hooker. Like, well, why take up a bench spot with him or Smoothie? Like, if you want to blood him, cool, but why Smoothie there then? I really don't understand that. So Kevy might be hitting the glass pipe a little bit. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I still feel like Broncos probably have their number here. Like I said, unfortunately for the Bulldogs, if they played Broncos about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think they'd probably beat them comfortably. But 1 from 8 for the year away from home. I don't think they've won in Queensland for a really long time. Broncos have won their past 5 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have not defeated the Broncos at Suncorp Stadium since 2015. Broncos have lost their past 4 games at Suncorp. Wow. Bulldogs have won only one of their past 8 games in Queensland. Muddy Tapau pays 250th. So, yeah, a bit too much strike in the forwards. I do think, just watching the Bulldogs play last weekend, I was like so impressed with Curran, but he had to do too much. And it's sort of like he came and just made that real vital error at that time, which again, like it happened to him, I believe, the week before, where he was just so enormous. But then I think he might have made 2 pretty bad errors in that, and they ended up getting away with the game because that penalty wasn't called. But it's just sort of like, you know, like when you're under that much fatigue, that's when errors happen. Anyone can catch a ball when they're fresh. Can you do it when you're gasping for air? Can you grip? Do you have a real good grip on that ball when you can barely run? That's the thing. And Broncos will make meters. Paddy won't stop. Payne won't stop. You know, these guys will keep coming. And then when you think you've got to rest, you know, Mighty Tapau, Xavier Wilson come through. I was pretty impressed with this Harry Hayes, the neck. Bulldogs need Liam Knight. They need him. Need Skelton too. But yeah, look, let's have a look at here. It's a pretty comfortable wins the last 2 times they played, but only 1 each year. Broncos coming off a win. Doggies coming off a loss. Look at that. If Broncos win, they're going to be tied with the Bulldogs. This is alarm bells for the Bulldogs because, like I said, everyone was sort of saying we're one. Like, and I'm not having to go at the Bulldogs at all. I think they've done so brilliantly this year. But like a lot of chicken counting was going on. With 1 win away from the top 4, I'm like, bros, you're also two wins away from that 13th. Like, don't count them chickens yet, lads. Like, you know, like you've done awesome. Like, big 2 double thumbs up for how awesome they've been. But no, do not be counting them chickens yet. Two bad wins two losses in a row, which is pretty likely in this game. And all of a sudden, your next game, you are fighting for a top 8 spot and under serious pressure. So, huge game for both teams. Broncos are done if they lose, and Doggies aren't done, but then all of a sudden, the blowtorch is on them. You know, so huge game. We'll have a quick look at the try scorers. Wrong game. Try scorers here, guys. So we've got Broncos 74% likelihood from head-to-head, 28-19. This is the other issue too. I know Bulldogs have been scoring tries, but they're scoring them off kicks. I believe all 3 they were on the weekend were from kicks. And I think the weekend before was kicks as well. I might be wrong, but at least half of them were, I believe. I know that all 3 were last time. You don't want to be relying on a kick to get you a try. You know, that's you. It kicks your last resort. Your kicks up, we don't have anything. We can't run it. Our players aren't good enough. We'll put it up. You know, or their defense is too good. We'll put it up. But Selwyn Cobbo 54%, Reece Walsh 44%, Ezra Mann. I like Ezra Mann for one in this one too. Jesse Arthurs 38%, Tony Staggs. Now I'm not too sure who's going to be playing what side for the Broncos as well. So just error with caution. Maybe wait, if you're betting your try scorers, maybe wait till an hour before the game so we know who's left and right, all that sort of stuff. Bulldogs have been chopping and changing lefts and rights a bit as well. Bulldogs with an 9.5 point head start. I don't love it. Just, we saw in that Broncos game last time, like everything says that this Bulldogs team will keep this game close. Look at this, 18-20, 13-12, 15-14. They lost pretty comfortably to the Roosters, but they were pretty close in this until the end. And then 22-18 against the Eels. But I also feel like Broncos could score 4 tries in 10 minutes against this team. We saw Reece in this against Newcastle pull the trigger every time he got an opportunity in the first 20 minutes of the game. So it could be the same. So I probably wouldn't take, even though the numbers say Bulldogs keep this close, I probably wouldn't take it myself. I wouldn't put any money on it just because, like I said, Broncos are not going into their shell and trying to grind out a win. They're still looking to kill teams, which is awesome to watch. I've got Broncos in this one, guys, but like I said, I've been damn impressed with the Broncos. Just a few things concern me about the Bulldogs. Like, I do feel like the wet weather footy over the past month has favoured them a little bit. And that style of play they play is just too many. It leaves the door, like similar to what was happening to the Warriors at the start of the year. And it showed their mindset when they took that 2 points, when they were up by 2. That they're like going to back their defense and try and get on, but you're just asking to be beaten. I mean, I'm not talking after the first 10 rounds with the Warriors, they could have been 8-2, but they were like 3-7. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, you're playing with fire. Like, these teams have so much strike now, and when you throw caution to the wind, you can score quickly. So I just think Bulldogs, that it could come back to bite them a little bit. It could come back to bite them. And a lot of these, I know they had the bye as well, but these games take it out of you. Like, this is the thing, right? When you went these sort of games, you were playing your max effort for 80 minutes. Like this game here, you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I know the Broncos have had a lot of tough games too, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you're up by 14 to 18 points, you're not maxing out for the last 20. Like, you're playing hard footy. Don't get me wrong, you're playing good footy, but you're not maxed out for 80 minutes or golden point twice. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can take your foot off the gas a little bit. Whereas Bulldogs have been redlining for 5-6 weeks now. So they've done well, so I hope it doesn't bite them in the butt, but history says it will. Cows versus the Sharks. I don't know who I'm going to pick in this one, guys. I feel like Cows turned a corner. I feel like I wasn't impressed with them against the Doggies, but I sort of half feel like the Doggies made them play a little poor. I thought the Doggies were pretty good. The defense worried them a bit, but I feel like they've definitely turned a corner, and this is just a big game. It's just a big game for them. I mean, they're just right on the brink. They're a little bit different to the Doggies. They're on the same points, but you know what I mean. They've done all this work to get there. Doggies sort of did their work a little earlier in the season to get up there, but it's one of those ones where you lose and you're out, and then your next game you're right under the blowtorch. So it's huge, and Sharkies aren't in that situation yet, but if they do lose, all of a sudden top fours becomes a little dicey, but a little bit more breathing room there. So we'll have a look. So team looks the same as last week. Yep. And Sharkies, Will Kennedy out, which is bull for hitting the ref. That was so dumb. Accident as... Wow. Big Siffa Talakai's back too. What a bench. Siffa, Hazelton, Rudolph, Ueli. Wow. Absolutely huge. Let's have a look at their last 5 games, guys. Right, so Sharkies put it on them this year, 42-6. This is when they were murdering teams. They were looking like they're going to win the minor premiership. Sharks 2 from their last 5, coming off a win. Cowboys 3 from their last 5, coming off a win. Similar to the Bulldogs, a lot of close games. The last 3 have been very close. 4 points or less. No, 10 points or less. It's hard. No Nico, no Will Kennedy. Anything, completion rate, 77, that's got to be better. Scoring 4 tries a game, conceding 4 tries a game. Scoring 4 tries a game, conceding 3 tries a game. This is tough, man. This is tough. Let's see who's got the wood on who. Cowboys have not defeated the Sharks in Townsville since 2018. Sharks have won 11 of their past 12 games against the Cowboys. Wow. Cowboys have won 2 of their past 6 games at QBC Stadium. Ronaldo Militao has scored 5 tries in his past 3 games against the Cowboys. Oh, this is so hard for me because if Will Kennedy's here, I like Drinkwater better, but then it's not like there's level. Like he's so, I don't even know who this kid is. Like he doesn't even have a picture. He doesn't have an NRL profile. And then I like the Sharkies back 5 better. Dearden's the best half running out there, but these two are not. I do not like what Chad is doing at all. I'd say both these guys are playing better footy than Chad at the moment. I like Sharky's front row better. I like Robson better as a hooker. Cowboys second row slightly better, but this is not slouchy at all. Like these two are almost a wash. Nanai's probably got it on Teague. Nikora's probably got it on Lukey. Bench. I like the Sharks bench. This is so hard. So history says Sharks, guys. If I was doing better in my tipping, I'd probably take the Sharks in this one. But I'm going to go out on a limb. Not on a limb, but I'm going to take the Cows being at home to break the hoodoo. Oh, I don't know, actually. I just hate Chad Townsend's game at the moment. It's awful. His kicking game sucks. He's giving penalties. He's making errors. He's making poor decisions. Look, I'm going to be straight up, boys. I don't know. I don't know. I've got to take one, though. The Cowboys are in better nick. The Cowboys know how to win the close game. I'm going to go the Cows with no confidence. All right? So don't listen to me with this game, lads. All right? Don't listen to the snag. At least I'm honest, all right? I don't just take a guess and stand on it. I'm going to tell you, I have no clue who's going to win this game. Because when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, Cows are going to win. And then I looked at the team list and I'm like, oh, Sharks thought I have a better team. But then I'm like, Sharks, I like Sharks halves. But then I'm like, oh, but fresh fullback against Drinky. And then I'm like, oh, no, Hines, but Chad Townsend sucks. You know, it's hard, man. That's a tough game. Oh, we'll have a look at some try scorers and stuff, guys. Yeah, she's going to be tight. I reckon the score's going to be like 22-20. Like around that sort of mark. I'd be taking under 50-something, if you can get it. Felt, Val Holmes, Nanai, Drinky, Ronaldo, Katoa, Trindle to get a try, Ramian. Under 48 points is 0 point edge. So, yeah, I'd be looking under 50-something if you can get it. This might be one of these games. This would be one of these games I reckon they could score tries quick, but I reckon it could also get into a grind. Like we could see 20 minutes without a try. That's how I feel this game will go. Yeah. Cowboys with 0 confidence, lads. Roosters, Manly. This is the sort of game I don't want to bet on because I want to watch it like a hawk. I don't want to be distracted. I want to be distracted. Because to me, I had both these teams as contenders. One as a genuine contender, Roosters, and one as a smoky contender. Roosters got pretty found out last week, and Manly are starting to roll. However, down a couple players. This is going to be mad. If this is a brookie, I think I'd be just taking Manly without a thought. Because Manly handled them this year. Turbo is on one. Absolutely on one. I love Bennett. I love Bennett's centre better than second row. I know he kills it at second row, but I like him better there. Saab, Garrick, Talau, Brooks, Cherry Evans, and just... Ooh, Spence to start with Lindsay Collins. Damn. How stacked are both these teams? Nathan Brown, we've got the only two off the back fences starting, playing. I love Paseka coming straight back in. If Olakau'atu was in this team, I'd be... So Waddell will be up against Crichton. So I like tries on the left side there, guys. I called Tupou last time because I thought they'd go left more than right, and they did. So I was right about that. What a battle. This is huge. That's such a huge barometer game. And if we have a look at the ladder, right? So Manly are on that odd number, right? So if they win this, they will jump into the top 4. And if they lose, there's a chance that quite a few of these teams could lose as well. So Manly might not drop too far if they do lose, but if they win, they'll be up into the top 4. Huge game for Manly. Roosters shouldn't drop down too. I think Roosters only drop to 5th if they lose. Doggies more than likely losing. Who have the Dolphins got? I can't remember. But yeah, so interesting. This is a huge game, man. Such a big game. Let's have a look at some teams. So, all right, so that wasn't as big a hiding as I thought. I thought they gave them the wood. It was maybe just one of those games where the score doesn't reflect the game, but I thought Manly got them nicely earlier in the year. Oh, that's right. I think what happened in it was Manly got out to a nice lead and they were real comfortable. I think they might have bombed a few tries and just... I'm pretty sure they were pretty dominant in this one. Let's have a look. We can find out, can't we? So 3 tries in the first half. Oh no, to 2. And then Dom Young scored one with 55 to go. So it was pretty close with 25 minutes to go. Well, I don't know why I remember that as Manly having a nice, comfortable win. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, so both 4 from their last 5, except Roosters are coming off a loss. Whew. Huge game. I love Roosters pack so much more with Jared Reid-Hargraves in it. I know it sort of sounds weird, but he probably is their worst prop. But he just leads from the front. Now I feel like these guys really get behind that. It was weird. I felt like against Melbourne there was no one there to really, like I said, like Tyrrell May's better than Jarrett. Like I'm talking about like today, like we're talking form, youth, skill set, all that sort of stuff. You know, like I'd say Nafuma White's probably even a little better. You know, like Spence, you know, Lindsay, they're probably all better, but they're not Hargraves, bro. They're not Hargraves. And I felt like their pack didn't really missed like the tip of the spear, I guess you'd call him. So really, like Paseka is no joke. Aloiai too, he's solid, but he I don't know what it is when he's with Paseka and Olakau'atu and Aloiai have put some shots on together. Remember they folded Olam? So I expect them to really... This is going to be such a big fall. I cannot wait for this game, guys. I absolutely cannot wait. Let's have a look at who's scoring tries. So we've got... How many points we're looking for totals? 50, so they're expecting some points. Dom Young. Again, I like Tupou better on that left-hand side, guys. Angus Crichton, 36. Satili Tupanua, 29%. Now, if Joey... This is a thing. They've both got some pretty big strike weapons out. I remember Olakau'atu absolutely terrorised Keary last game. So Keary would be thanking... His brain cells would be thanking him for not showing up for this one. Saab, Travojevic, Talau, Garrick, take your pick. We'll try and find a side here best to pick. So Roosters. Again, yeah, like I said, left-hand side, guys. We're looking Tupou and Crichton. And Manly is... They're so even. They're not really scoring points through the middle. Let's have a look where teams are conceding. So, 44. So, they're left side. So, probably, if you go on Roosters, you actually might be better right side. They're definitely conceding a little bit more there. And if you're going Roosters, they're conceding 48% of their tries on the right-hand side, which is Sea Eagles' left-hand side. So, Talau, it's probably looking like your pick there, guys. Talau's looking like your pick. Yeah, I'll be looking at Talau. Because you never know with Greedy Garrick. Talau and Turbo. I'm going to take Manly, again, same as the last game, with zero confidence, guys. Absolute zero confidence. What are the odds? 285. What do they know that I don't? I'm going to go Manly. I'm taking Manly. Like I said, I've got to take some outsiders. I'm climbing up on my tipping comp, lads, but you know I'm still got some room to make up. We've sort of been missing 1 to 2. I think a weekend. I think we've been averaging about 2 misses a weekend, except with the short weekend. Obviously, I think we went better than that, but yeah, I still need to make up some ground. So. Sea Eagles. I'm going Sea Eagles with zero confidence. I don't know if it's just I felt like... Oh, man. But Angus Crichton and Victor Radley. Oh, it's so hard, man. It really is. Is it a short turnaround for either team? Saturday, no. Short turnaround for the Sea Eagles. I'm going to go Sea Eagles with zero confidence. Roosters have won 4 of their past 5 games at Allianz. Sea Eagles have not defeated the Roosters at Moore Park Arena since 2017. I changed to the Roosters. Dan Tupou has scored 13 tries his last 14 games against... Yeah, I like Tupou for one. Tom Trbojevic requires 2 tries for a century. Wow. Raise the bat. Try July. Should raise the bat if he gets it. Dom Young has scored 7 tries in 5 games at Allianz. You know what? I think they're right. I'm flip-flopping. I'm going to go the Roosters. Oh. If this is at 4 Pines, I'm going Sea Eagles. If this was a day game at 4 Pines, I probably wouldn't have to think about it. It's a night game at Allianz. I'm going the Roosters. Dragons, Panthers. Cleary's back. And he's back. Out Patea and Alamotti. To'o, Yo, Cole, Jerome Luai, Liam Martin, Summonson all back. Didn't mind this kid, McLean. He was nice. Jerome Luai. I mean, look at that. To'o, Luai, Cleary. Moses Leota, Mitch, Kenny Fisher, Harris Sorensen, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yo. I'd probably rather Eisenhoof in there over Geyer. Geyer just seems to get pumped for some reason. Now, what are the odds here, guys? I don't think they're... Yeah, okay. I'm not fully writing off... Well, you guys know my pick because I don't tip against the Panthers because I always said you'll go broke if you tip against the Panthers. If you bet against the Panthers too much, you'll go broke. So I'm obviously just going to say it from the jump. I'm taking the Panthers, but I really don't mind what the Dragons have been doing. I really don't. Some new matchups here. McLean be outside To'o. It'll be Taruva and Tago on the right. Tago looks substantially better just with Cleary there. I think Panthers' defense will tighten up with Liam Martin being back. I mean, Cleary missed a few tackles, got put on an island a couple times. The best thing about Liam Martin is he'll never leave his halfback on an island. And I think he'll be much better for it. But yeah, this Dragons team's no joke. It's really not. It's really not. What's Dragons run home like? Can they make the finals? I mean, can they? Will they make the finals? Storm, Doggies, Titans, Sharks. Well, I guess they can. Should be tough. in your run home, you don't want Storm and Panthers to one or the other. Fine, like you're going to drop a game on you know what I mean. You're going to drop a game, like whatever. Like it's fine. Like you play Penrith or the Storm, you're playing both in your last 6 games. It's like you just cross those two. No, you don't cross them off, but you get what I'm saying. It's all of a sudden getting pretty dicey. Why did I click on Taruba? Yeah, okay, let's have a look how these guys formed, how these guys are matched up. So they haven't played this year, 22-10. Dragons got them. That's right. This is when we started taking the Dragons seriously. And last year, not a hiding, 18-16. Like I said, I would not be surprised if this is the score. I'm not quite... I reckon Panthers will take this game. I reckon from this game on, I reckon Panthers are going to be looking pretty unbeatable. But I reckon they're a little vulnerable here too. When I say vulnerable, that word's too strong. Vulnerable's the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying. They're going to be almost impossible to beat from round 22 on. That's when it's like Penrith will lock in. They will lock in. All right, what we got? Completions 80, tackle efficiency 88, both identical. So both scoring about the same, 21 and 22. Penrith just conceding far less. This could be the issue. Like Penrith are more than likely going to keep them to around this 16, 18 point mark, 2 to 3 tries max. Can they keep Penrith to 2 to 3 tries? Because that's what they're probably going to have to do to win. You guys answer me. I'm waiting for you guys to answer. I'm not going to... Dragons have won 3 from 3 at Wynn Stadium in 2024. Panthers have won 6 of their past 7 games against Dragons. Tupanua has scored 5 tries in his past 3 games. He's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Panthers have not won at Wollongong since 2014. What? Is that one of those ones, though, where they've played twice over 10 years? You know what I mean? Or have they played there every year? Because if they play there every year, that's wild. Ravalawa scored 10 tries in 10 games at Wynn Stadium. Let's have a look, see here, guys, for your try scorers. Zach Lomax, the obvious one. But like I said, look how low these percentages are against Penrith. I love To'o for one. Tago as well. Taruva, sorry. No Dylan Edwards. Laurie's there, but Laurie's been enormous. Like, Laurie's been... It was funny, people were saying, like... when I said he was really good, and they're like, have you seen him at the Tigers? I'm like, yes, bro, that's why I think he's good. He was good for them, man. He wasn't getting played, he was getting dropped. He was awesome. He was at the Tigers. It's pretty hard to shine at the Tigers, bro. He's a good player. And then he comes to... See his numbers last weekend, they were like, it's like 300 run meters, 2 3 try, whatever it was. It was the silliest stat line ever. I'm like, yeah, bro, he sucks, eh? But yeah, so we'll have a look where Penrith leak a lot of their points, but you're just crazy to take try scorers against Penrith, and they've tightened it up. Oh no, that's scored, conceded. Penrith 62% on their right side, which is Tago's side, Tago and Taruva. So you go on Dragons' left side, which is their weak side, unfortunately. But yeah, unfortunately, Dragons' good side is scoring side is Panthers' best defensive side. So that becomes a little tough. So I probably wouldn't pick try scorers on this one if I was you guys. It's going to be a tough one. Could be a slog. We could see a 16 to 10 point game or something like that. Penrith. Fins up, baby. Kinney versus Hamaso. This should be good, guys. I'm amped. I thought Tavita Pangai Jr. seriously needs to put that offload away. It's having zero impact on the game. It's the only thing that I don't like about his game at the moment. Dolphins looked nice. Katoa looked nice. Katoa was a few years older. They probably beat Penrith. He messed that up by not kicking that field goal with 2 minutes to go, 15 metres in front. I don't know. I feel like Titans have conceded low-key that they're not going to play finals this year. I think they probably thought they might have had a little run, but I think it's all over. And I do think Dolphins, but I was pretty impressed with them against the Panthers. I do think they get it done. Dolphins have handled them pretty comfortably. Both teams coming off losses. Both completing about the same. Dolphins defense a little better. Scoring more points. This ratio is obviously a lot better. But yeah, I like some points in this game though, guys. I reckon we could have an old-fashioned shootout. So pretty big good game for your try scorers. We'll have a look at them in a minute. Dolphins have won 3 from 3 against the Titans. Titans have won 3 of their past 4 games at Suncorp. Wayne Bennett has won 6. Wayne Bennett has won his last 6 head-to-head games against Hasler. AKP has scored 7 tries in his past 4 games. Dolphins have conceded 26 points or more in his last 6. So yeah, I like some points in this one, guys. I really do. So we'll be looking at, for our try scorers, guys, yeah, your Hamaso is the obvious one, straight through the middle there. I believe Titans concede a lot of points through the middle as well. 31%. Hamaso scoring a try. Bostock's nice for one too. Look at this, 3 over 50%. Wow. Now, AKP plays on the left-hand side, so let's see where Dolphins are conceding. Dolphins are conceding 43 on their left, which is the wrong side. Yeah. So their left side's their right side. So I'd be going... I'll be looking at Jojo Fafita for a try. Jojo. What's total points of this one? Looking at 52. Wow. Yeah, we might get some points in this game, lads. Might get some points. Dolphins to win. Loving the Dolphins. I hope the Dolphins make the finals, man. Can you imagine if Dolphins make the finals and Broncos don't in their first season? In their second season? Nuts. The Milk versus the Rabbitohs. This is both these teams' grand finals. Whoever's losing this ain't playing finals this year, lads. It's all over. It's all over. It's definitely over for the Rabbitohs. You know what? I think the Rabbitohs genuinely don't think they're playing finals this year. They're just going to try and win every game they can. If they make it, they make it. I genuinely feel like they've actually given up. Like, when I say given up, I don't mean like Tigers have given up. I mean like they literally don't think they're playing finals this year. They're just like cut and sick. I think when Jai Arrow went and got that surgery, it was a little bit of a, concession. Like, it's not happening this year. Let's just throw the ball around and see how we go. So, whoops, did I accidentally get rid of that? Oh, it doesn't matter. If we look at, look at these scores from the Bunnies: 42-28, 28-36, 32-16, 14-0 against the Sea Eagles, solid, and 22, solid, not crazy either. But I just feel like, I think this Dolphins game sort of sealed their fate a little bit. So yeah, I actually like the milk in this one. I actually like the milk. Who's paying what? Oh, so do the bookies. There you go. I was expecting the Rabbitohs to be favourites. Fogarty being back, I thought he really unlocked Tomoko a bit better. He really unlocked Hudson Young, and I thought when young Zach Hoskins come on as well, he looked incredible. He's not an incredible player though, but yeah, I would not be surprised even a little bit if Rabbitohs win this one. But yeah, you could take Rabbitohs with a huge head start if you like, for a leg, because I don't think the Raiders will pump them, and I don't think the Raiders are just like, they got absolutely pumped by the Tigers. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I just think, I just really liked what Fogarty brought to the team. I thought he was absolutely enormous, and he's going to be better this week. I don't like much of what's going on at the Rabbitohs outside of this. Outside of Damien Cook, the goal-kicking centre. That's the other problem too. They actually don't have a goal kicker. Damien Cook did a brilliant job on the weekend, but will he have that again? Yeah, not much. Yeah, so I think I like the Raiders, eh? I really do. Again, with not much confidence, but I think the Raiders can string this one. I really liked what they did at the start of the year. I think Ricky will get them up for this one. It's at home. Raiders have won 4 of their past 5 games against South Sydney. There you go. Alex Johnson has scored 5 tries in his past 3 games against the Raiders. Jamal Fogarty has won 4 from 4 at GAO Stadium at 2024. Kula Matungu plays 100th. Elliot Whitehead plays 200th. Only 2. Oh yeah, he came into the league late. Yeah, I'm confident with that now. I like the milk to win. I like the milk to win. Let's have a look at the. Predictors here. So Xavier Savage, Huddy Young, 46%. Who will he be on? Host. Yeah, the host and Tallis Duncan. Yeah, I like the more I can look at these guys, the more I like the Raiders. I like Huddy Young for a try too, just quietly. Alex Johnson, crazy for try scorer, but I wouldn't take him just in case they do attack right all game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like try scorers in the Raiders games. I'd never seem to hit them. They just got no consistency in their attack. Like it's like 1 week Tomoko gets 18 carries and then he gets 3. And it's a bit of, one time Hudson Young's steaming onto the ball and they're giving him nice early ball. The other time he doesn't get a run. They're using him as a decoy. There's never any consistency with their attack. Raiders 44% right side. And Rabbitohs 49% left side still. Doesn't make sense. Conceding 46% on their left side. Raiders conceding 43% their left. Yeah, well, I don't like anything as a try. I would not even bother putting $1 down. Would not even bother putting $1 down. I really wouldn't. But yeah, I like the milk, guys. I reckon the milk get one here. I reckon the milk get it. And let's have a look at the ladder. Let's see what the ladder will look like if all my punts hit. Alright, so we're going Wars. We're going Storm. We're going Bronx. We're going Cows. We're going Manly. We're going Penny. What's the 8 look like now? Ooh! Now how can Penrith be on top? That doesn't make sense. They can't go up 2 points. Anyway, that didn't work. I'm not even editing this out. You can watch my dumb shit. Legend, guys. All right, boys. So we do have Storm. We do have Warriors. We do have Storm. We do have Broncos. We've got Cows. We've got Sea Eagles. No, we went Roosters, didn't we? I can't remember. I've lost it. Roosters? Did we go Roosters? Yeah, we went Roosters. Panthers. Dolphins. Raiders. Knights to cause a scene. And everyone talk about them. That's it, lads. Make sure you subbed, guys. Make sure you're following, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. It really means a lot, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.